There's a saying of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu an, where he had a treaty with some of the Byzantines, and what had happened was they used to give a certain amount of tax, and it was part of the peace treaty. And kingdoms have always done that. There's nothing new about that. Just as today, people pay. They pay for certain things. They pay to be part of certain, to be part of the EU, for example. We have to contribute. There's things like this, or to pay certain kinds of things, especially in previous times, was very common. So the Byzantines, they were paying jizya to Umar. Now, some of I don't mean the great, but a particular kind of kingdom, because you've got to remember there was the Ghassanid kingdoms and part of, and this term jizya was a term used by many people before Islam. This is not an Islamic term. Jizya was something that was used by people like the Nabateans. It was used by people like the Ghassanids, by the Lakhmids, by people, kingdoms prior to Islam used this term of jizya. Okay, and it's actually in their texts, and some have argued it goes right back to the Hebrew with the term gazit is jizya. Nevertheless, anyway, so one of these kings, he said that, look, jizya is an embarrassing term, so he stopped paying the jizya, and Umar radiallahu an wrote to him that, look, to do that is to break the treaty, and it's a declaration of war. So he said, no, you're misunderstanding me. This one misunderstanding. He said, look, this is an embarrassment for me to pay the jizya. I'm happy to pay you, but I just won't pay you the jizya. What I will pay you is called a hadiyah. It's a gift. So every year, I will pay you the sum, but this will come as a hadiyah, not as a jizya. So, so he wrote back saying, "I've got no problem in fulfilling the treaty. We'll pay, but we're not going to call it jizya. We're going to call it hadiyah." So Sayyidina Umar radiallahu an, when he received the letter, his reply was, "Hiya al-jizya sammuha ma shi'tum." It is what it is. Call it whatever you want. So, like, no me importa, people. It does not bother me. It does not bother me.